1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can see at least 7 spiders, 2 visible moths, but I'm sure there's a lot more creatures in this room. So if you see anything flying about, just ignore it. Hello, I'm Florentina Faconti and welcome to my first theatre review. These videos will consist of a little intro, me telling you what I've seen, and then it will go into a vlog of my day in London. And then, like my usual videos where I talk about films and TV, I will go into a review of the show. And today I'm going to be talking about the first live show that I've seen since February 2020, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat at the London Palladium. I've been absolutely buzzing about returning to the theatre. I know I've talked about it so many times, and also just travelling into London again. So I decided for my first trip I was going to stay the night and watch 2 shows, so part 2 of my trip will be out tomorrow. But this first part is me travelling into London and walking around the Covent Garden area, so this is what I got up to on day 1 of my trip.
11:01 service to London Liverpool Street.
So that's what I got up to before I went to the theatre, but now on to my review of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. This show is the musical adaptation of the story of Joseph from the Old Testament, with music written by Andrew Lloyd Webber and lyrics by Tim Rice. I'd never seen Joseph live before. I'd seen the film quite a few times. I reviewed it in one of my movie musicals episodes, and I was very familiar with the story and the songs, but nothing compares to seeing something live in the theatre. And I know that because as soon as the lights went down and the music started, I cried my eyes out. I cried through the whole overture and the prologue, and then I managed to compose myself, but then when there were ever really good harmonies or like a really big ensemble dance number, I was gone again. I was just so happy to be back, and this one was definitely a shock to the system because like the Palladium is such a huge theatre and this is such a big, colourful, energetic show. But honestly, I'm so happy that I chose this one because it was the best welcome back I could have possibly imagined. I'm getting a bit emotional talking about it because like being in a theatre is my happy place and I'm so excited to be doing that again. What I love about Joseph is that there are no sections of dialogue and anything spoken is still in the rhythm of a song. It's just continuous high energy ensemble numbers, and if you follow my movie musical series you will know that that is what I absolutely love. Until you get to Close Every Door to Me, which makes it really stand out because it's such a contrast, but I will come on to that song again when I talk about the cast. The choreography was great. Joanne M. Hunter did such a great job because there is so much going on. You've got a big group of adult cast that are doing some amazing stuff, but then you've also got a big group of kids that can't necessarily get to the same level. But then that created such a great balance and variety throughout the show because not everyone's doing the same thing. There's so much to look at. Also, the set and costume designer Morgan Large did such a fantastic job too. I felt so transported into that world. I especially loved the Egypt set with the two big statues because during the Pharaoh's song, they would like turn their heads and their mouths would move. So they were singing the bap shuadi bap bap. It was so good. It happened so many times and yet it amazed me and made me giggle every single time. Now onto the cast, who were all absolutely amazing. The whole ensemble worked so well together. I love that the kids were such an important part of the show and they popped up in loads of different roles throughout. They were all such little stars, and the show that I saw was Wednesday the 1st of September, the evening one. And that was that particular group of kids' last show. And they did such a great job. And I could see that they were getting really emotional when they were taking their bows and doing like the encore number. But I have to talk about the man himself, Joseph, played by Jac Yarrow. He's been Joseph since 2019 and this was his professional debut. He came straight out of drama school and went into this huge part leading a West End show. Honestly, he was incredible. His voice was so beautiful, especially in Any Dream Will Do, which is the first time that you see him. He just started with such a great energy that really set off the tone for the show, and he had such a great relationship with the kids. And Close Every Door to Me was so powerful. Again, I cried. It was so good. This is the start of his career, and he is already phenomenal. So I can't wait to see what he's going to do next and where he's going to progress to. Alexandra Burke was really good as the narrator. She kept such a great energy throughout the show and kept you really gripped into every part of the story. And as well as all of the narrator parts, she would like jump in and play other characters too, which is really hard to switch between, and she absolutely smashed it. This production also had Jason Donovan returning, not as Joseph this time, but as the Pharaoh. I thought he was good. He wasn't exactly the strongest cast member, but he was really entertaining and all the middle-aged women loved him. Like, you should have heard the screams when he came on for the first time and in his bows. Like, I was deafened. Overall, the show was amazing. I had the best time. When I was walking back to my hotel, I was literally skipping. Unfortunately, I left seeing this one until quite late in its run. I saw one of the last performances of it and it has now closed. But if you ever get the chance, definitely go and see Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat live. It was such an incredible experience being back in the theatre. I've missed it so much and I can't wait to go back again. Join me again tomorrow for day 2 of my vlog and my review of Leopoldstadt at the Wyndham's Theatre. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more of this. But as always, stay safe and look after yourselves. Bye.